Well, thank you all for joining us today for the latest installment in our CEO Luncheon Series. We feel very fortunate to have the CEO of Quorum Software, Mr. Gene Austin, joining us for today's discussion. And Gene, obviously there's a huge technology community in the energy industry, but for the more technologically challenged among us, can you provide a high-level overview of who Quorum is and what sort of problems you've been working to address for the industry?
You bet, Colton. Thanks for having me. Quorum is the leader in software and services, and we are 100% dedicated to the energy marketplace. So our business is, like I said, I think we're the number one software business that's solely focused on energy. We are responsible for applications that allow both upstream and midstream organizations to run their operations, accounting applications, production applications, and basically allow them to manage the data, if you will, from the wellhead to the balance sheet for some of the largest upstream and midstream organizations in the marketplace. We have 1,300 customers. Way more than half of those are in the upstream market, which is the largest number of organizations. We are focused in North America, and we continue to have a focus on helping our organizations really take advantage of digital technologies to streamline operations, which is, as you know, even more important in the year of 2020 with the demand destruction. Our customers have a keen focus on profitability and taking costs out of their models.
Great, thanks, Gene. So as you just mentioned, 2020 has not exactly been kind to the energy industry. And the name of the game for all companies across the board, both public and private operators, has been cost and capital reductions. So in an environment where management teams are scrutinizing each and every dollar spent, how do you convince those teams that digital solutions are the right place to be allocating capital versus hard assets?
Yeah, I think it's an important conversation. The market has changed a lot. Just a couple of years ago, the focus was on more revenue, generating revenue, expansion, growth, right? And so there wasn't that much focus on how efficiently are we doing that. And now with the demand destruction and the state of our market, it is completely switched to, we need to save money, we need hard savings, we need less effort in what we're doing as a business. And so what we've seen, probably the most important change, is the thinking around cloud and using the cloud for a technology standpoint. And the reason why cloud is making more and more sense to our organizations is that with the cloud, you move a lot of the maintenance and costs around maintaining your IT and data to the cloud provider, i.e. Quorum. You also allow for the opportunity to speed up the amount of innovation. We manage upgrades. We manage the whole process of software being deployed for our customers. And so they can get the latest innovation. They can put that innovation to use to drive even more savings. And they can do it with less people, right? The deployment times for cloud solutions are a fraction of what they are for on-prem. And so there's just a number of savings that are making it worthwhile for organizations, even in this tough time, to say, wow, we need to move our businesses to more native cloud applications. In fact, we're probably involved in 3 or 4 conversations just recently where organizations that predominantly had all their software and apps on premise are now making wholesale moves and 2 to 3 year plans to get to the cloud as fast as they can.
Got it. And so, Gene, in addition to the solutions that the team has developed in-house, you've also been very active over the last few years in adding to the product suite via M&A. So can you speak to what you look for in those acquisitions? And actually, I think just this week you had the addition of Landox. So maybe use that as a case study for what you might look to bring towards the Quorum solution.
Yeah, you bet. So Landox is a cloud-native land management solution. It's really the only cloud-native solution on the marketplace, and has kind of burst on the scene over the last couple of years with some great wins in the marketplace, but really customers saying, wow, the total cost of ownership of deploying this robust solution is a fraction of what we're seeing with other vendors. And we believe that's an important step going forward. And Landox is one of several pieces or several acquisitions we've done in the last 4 years around assembling what we believe are best of breed cloud native, meaning they are native to the cloud world and technology. And we are building a complete upstream environment for accounting, production, land, well management that allows you to use all the great things around the cloud to bring a new solution to marketplace at a fraction of the cost of ownership of traditional solutions. The other side of the acquisitions is we bought companies that are very complementary to our core business. So we're now, we bought the leader in measurement a year and a half ago, Coastal Flow Technologies. They are a company that sets standards for measurement and have applications that allow you to integrate your meters and measurement data into all the operational data. And so those are the two kind of targets. How do we advance and accelerate the adoption of cloud technologies, and how do we complement our business naturally with products that make a lot of sense for our current portfolio?
Got it. Well, I think that's actually a great spot to transition to a discussion of the Quorum culture and philosophy. So if you're an employee of one of those companies you've acquired over the last few years, what does it mean when you become part of the Quorum team?
Well, I'm an important part of how I lead is team, because I believe that really execution is what separates great companies from good companies, and that is that you're committed to what you're going to do, you're aligned as an organization, and you execute. And the best way to build alignment inside your team is around culture, right? It's the ability to get everybody looking at our challenges and what we're trying to accomplish in a common way. So we invest a lot of time in culture. We invest a lot of time in employee communications, transparency, building trust. If you and I get to a relationship, we may be in different parts of the company, you and I get to a relationship where we really trust each other, we're going to get to the bottom of a problem 5 times faster than if, I don't know Colton that well. Should I be really open that I don't understand this problem at all? But if we trust each other, we'll get there fast. And that's the basis of what I consider a great culture. And we invest in it. We have a diversity team that helps us think through, how should diversity be a part of the company, our strategy. We have a community team. How should the company invest in our communities, nonprofits, and other types of community affairs? And that makes Quorum a place people want to work at, right? Because it's not just about dollars and cents, profitability, et cetera. It's about building a great company.
Yeah. Well, Gene, I think that's a great place to leave it. Thanks once again to you and the broader Quorum team for joining us today, and look forward to speaking again soon.
Thanks, Colton. Good to be with you.